Hello everyone and welcome to Healthy Cooking with Shayda. This is where I show you how to make simple, healthy, delicious meals that are salt, oil, and sugar free. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I make my roasted beets in the oven. I absolutely love roasted beets. There's nothing like it. And I don't like the ones that you can buy at Trader Joe's, at Costco. The flavors is just not there, and it's just not that good. And they're so easy to make that every time I post about my roasted beets, everybody's always asking me, well, what's the recipe? What's the recipe? There really isn't a recipe, but I'm going to show you how I do it, and then you'll have the recipe. So what you want to start out with is a cookie sheet that's already lined, and then you're going to take a big piece of aluminum foil and you're going to put that on top. Next, we're going to take parchment paper, and for this, because I have my beets here, that I have the red beets and I have the golden beets, I'm going to cook the golden beets separately and I'm going to roast the red beets separately. The reason for that is the red beets are going to start bleeding into the yellow beets, the golden beets, and it does change the color a little bit. So if you don't mind that the colors get intermixed a little bit, then by all means, go ahead and do it in one thing. But I want to keep them separate right now just because it's going to be fun to have them done separately. So we're going to have 2 of these. So we're going to cut out, and then we're going to get one more. So on one side, what we're going to do is we're going to take the red beets. Now these beets, the skin is still on them. I have not cut it on the back side here, nor have I cut it from here. We're going to leave this on. The reason for that is this way all the juice, everything is intact. Nothing is being wasted. Once this has cooked, then it is so easy to take all this off. It's a matter of like 2 seconds and everything just comes off. So we're going to put this in the center. We're going to put all of our beets. Oops, the golden beets goes there. Now, you want some ice cubes. And you want to put the ice cubes in here. You don't need a lot. Now, the reason for the ice cubes is to create the heat inside of here for when the beets are roasting. Then you're going to take your parchment paper and you're going to close this up. So you're going to make it like into a little bundle. Then you want to take something heavy, and I'm just going to take this and put it on top, because then I'm going to wrap it up with the aluminum foil. So this goes on this side. Now on this side, we're going to take our golden beets and we're going to do the same thing over here. Now, if you notice, some of these beets are larger than the other beets, so the cooking time is going to vary. You really do want to try to find beets that are pretty much the same size. But if you can't, like I couldn't find it, and it's okay. So we just cook them a little bit longer. Not a big deal at all. Then we're going to put our ice cubes in here. And then we're going to do the same thing. Close this up. And then now we're going to take this and close it all up. And make sure you completely close it up. At this point, this is ready to go. So our oven has been warming up to 425 degrees. I'm going to put this in the oven. We're going to check on it probably after an hour to see if everything is cooked. But typically, I leave it in there for about an hour and a half. But again, it depends on the size of your beets. So let's go ahead and put this in the oven. And we are going to set the timer for an hour, and then we'll check on it when it comes back. How hard is that? This is like the easiest way of roasting beets. And I'm telling you, once you have roasted beets that you've made yourself, you're never going to go back to the canned, the ones that, you know, they sell at Trader Joe's and Costco. So as soon as it's done, we'll be back and I'll show you the finished product. So the beets have been cooking in the oven for an hour and a half, and we set the temperature on the oven at 425. So I just took it out. We're going to open it up and we're going to see if the beets are ready so that we can start to take the skin off. You do want to wear gloves for this, because if you don't wear gloves, your hands are going to get completely stained. And it's okay for your hands to get stained. Just know that your hands will get stained. So let's open this up. And when you're opening this up, be very careful, because as you can see, all the steam is coming up. Woo, this is hot. So here's the red one, and I've got a toothpick here because what I want to do is I want to insert it to make sure that, you know, it's cooked all the way through. And it has. So the red beets are ready. Now let's try the golden beets. Let's open that up, because if you remember, the golden beets had one that was pretty large in there. And there's a lot of liquid on the bottom because, as you remember, I put ice cubes in there so that it could cook in its own steam. So it is liquidy, so be very careful. You don't want to, yeah, so this is going through. Okay. So now here comes the fun part. You're going to take your paper towel, 2 of these, and then you're going to take your beet, and it's going to be hot. So this is why I say wear your gloves and just be very careful. You're going to take it, put it in between here, and then you're slowly, as you can see, take it off. And the skin, because this is hot, this is the best time that the skin, it comes off really nice and easy. There it is. That's how easily the skin comes off. So we're going to do one more so you guys can see. And you do this for the golden beets or the red beets. Honestly, it couldn't be easier. And then you're going to just put it here. So what I like to do, I absolutely love having beets in my salads, or just beets alone. Once this has cooled, the best time to take the skin off is right now, because it is hot, so it comes off the easiest. So what I do with this is, once it's cooled, I chop it up into equal sized cubes, and then I take my rice vinegar and I pour rice vinegar on top of it, toss it, and then I have it in the refrigerator ready to go. It's marinating. I could eat it plain the way it is. I could put it on top of my salads. I could put it with rice. I could put it with anything and everything. It's absolutely delicious. So I really hope that you've enjoyed another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. I want to thank you guys for being here today. Please check out our website at healthycookingwithshayda.com. And remember, guys, it's one meal at a time and one bite at a time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure you share this video. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.